Welcome back to another episode of 28 Days and Beyond.
The show where we talk about our history, our heritage, and our culture.
I'm Amari.
I'm Charisma. Welcome back.
There it is.
There it is.
We're going to have fun at this one.
Yes, we are.
What are we talking about?
Amari, I think in this day and age, we all know what it's like to go on social media and to see people doing all of the things and all of the things that they should not be doing for the sake of likes. We're going to take it a step further and talk about what it looks like for Black people in particular that are more interested in being hood famous, if you will, than anything else that matters.
What are some of the things that matter?
Actually thriving in life.
And thriving is based off of?
Thriving is based off of, I mean, I think it's different for everybody, but if you're posting pictures of you in Jordans on Instagram or posting pictures with yourself in stacks of money and your bills aren't paid and your lights are cut off, you're not winning at life. You're doing the opposite. You're losing.
You're losing at life? All right, that's
so
what's up.
the idea really is putting on airs for other people versus actually handling your business. What are your thoughts?
My thought is that we're often hard on Black people.
Okay.
Yo, at some point, you just gotta let people live. They make decisions that don't have a direct impact on my life and my well-being. I mean, how mad can I get? People are free to do with their lives what they desire. I can't say that it's something that I aspire towards. I can't say that it's something that I find to be attractive.
Do you think it's a wise decision to put more stake in what other people think than actually?
How would you measure that? How would you measure the investment in their perception that they have? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, in other words, how would I be able to say they're putting more stake in what people think of them or how they, or what they're presenting to the world than what's really going on?
If the image that they're presenting to the world is not one of fact, but one of fiction.
Yeah. I think Black people's lives are one of fiction.
That's an interesting way to go.
I think Black people's lives are one of fiction.
I want to delve more into that.
Yeah.
Our guest that's joining us today is Antoine Johnson.
An old friend of the show.
An old friend of the show.
Yeah.
Our favorite friend of the show.
Yeah.
But we're going to be talking about that concept and a lot of other things. It's going to be fun.
Tell the viewers they better get ready.
You guys better get ready. But first, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more 28 Days and Beyond right after this.
Yo. We're back on 28 Days and I want to get into this.
I know.
I'm feeling froggy.
I want to get into it with you guys too.
Antoine, welcome back.
What's going on?
It's a new year, 2020.
I love you guys.
What it look like for the Oski Welski?
It's looking really good this year.
Yeah,
You know?
So you heard what we're talking about.
I
Just jump
did.
Right in. We don't got much time.
No,
I really did. You know, I kind of wanted to just get your perspective on, you know, the comment of, you know, when people, Black people specifically, are on social media, that doesn't affect the community. I want to hear why you feel that way.
How does it affect the community?
I mean, when one of us is doing something on social media, to the rest of the world, we all look the same.
Right.
That makes sense?
It does.
Would you say that? Would you say
yeah.
that's how we are perceived in this country?
It is.
For me, it's even bigger than that about how we're perceived in this country. Social media started out as a way for people to get in contact with each other. It has now become the bar for many people in terms of what success looks like, what we look like, and what people, especially young people, are aspiring to.
So then doesn't it make sense that you were front for the gram if that's what it is? If that is the bar of success?
Well, it doesn't make sense to me because I don't believe in putting lies out there and then that's people's perception of me.
But isn't that all marketing is? It's just
But
lies?
this is not about
I don't
marketing.
believe
This is more about, like, can you pay your bills at the end of the day? Can you put your head on a pillow?
Yeah.
Are there lights on? Can you feed your kids? Can you feed yourself?
Do you have integrity?
Do you?
But I don't think those are the standards that we hold everybody to. To get back to what you said, earlier about, like, is this the way that we are perceived? Yes, but that's not a Black problem. That sounds to me like a white problem, that they don't know how to differentiate us. Like, in other words, you go on a bus. Not you, because I know you ride.
No, I'd love SEPTA.
In the Uber X, okay.
No, I take the bus and I take the subway. I'm a New Yorker, so I love SEPTA.
You go on the bus, and there's, you know, that character in the back talking loud on the phone, and you might be frequenting Walnut Street, so you already know it's a lot of white people on the bus with you, and you're just like, oh, damn, why is she so loud? Why is she, right? You feel a sense of embarrassment because of her actions due to the fact that you're in the presence of white people who will then judge you in the court. Because that's what it sounds like.
No, but I would be embarrassed regardless.
And that happens on the 33 bus. There's nothing but black folk on that bus.
Word.
And I'm like, girl,
and you still
be
feel
quiet.
a sense of embarrassment, don't you?
There's a sense of responsibility when you're in public, right?
Responsibility to whom?
To yourself.
To yourself and to other people.
And if the sign says, please keep noise to a minimum, please keep the noise to a minimum.
Yeah.
And when I say, can you please quiet down, don't pop off.
Yeah, but what if that is a cultural expression? Right? What if that is an African cultural expression that's happening right there?
Is
but the rules.
But
why is it ignorance to be loud though?
So if someone is being loud, using profanity and using nasty language and having conversations that should be had within a certain sector, meaning privately. By your parents.
You really honestly.
So your parents never had conversations with you about decorum when you're in public?
Yes, but
that didn't have anything to do with white people?
I feel like by the nature of the conversation and your tone is that you give black people a pass for all things.
No, I don't. But what I'm saying is I don't really think that this is the heart of the issues that really impact us as a people.
It does.
Why? Tell us why.
Because you're living this lie. I mean, I worked with a person who was on a reality TV show.
You're a publicist.
Yeah, I'm a publicist.
Right,
so I worked with a
right.
client who was actually on a TV show because of that, where they were writing bad checks, going to the store, getting all the products, and taking pictures in the dressing room, leaving out with absolutely nothing but the stuff they stole.
Did the checks that they write you, were the checks that they wrote you bad?
No, I don't do checks no more.
Okay.
Cash Venmo.
So then how did this person's
actions,
how did this person's actions impact you negatively in a concrete and tangible way?
Because that story, when he did essentially get caught, trended globally. And then when the redemption, and that came on the redemption side, it was actually through the medium of the Kardashians. So that's how we were able to spin it and make it work.
So it sounds to me like it really benefited you because you were able.
It benefits me financially,
right,
but
exactly.
that's my job.
Yeah.
But I'm doing something for the community. I'm actually taking that negative and I'm turning it into a positive and making them look great back in society again.
Look at you out here serving black people.
I'm saying.
I did that for 1 year. I'm good now.
But you see what? But ultimately, what I'm trying to say is like, yo, I want us to get to the bottom of. You were asking me about if my parents. That's tangential to what I'm really trying to get to the bottom of, which is why do we care about these things? Why does it bother us that we see these
There's
things?
something to galvanizing people that look like you. I think that's important. We have
Well, let's hold that thought right there.
Okay.
We have to take a break, but when we get back, we're going to finish this. We'll be back with more 28 Days and Beyond.
First rule of Fight Club. Welcome back to 28 Days and Beyond. We're here with an old friend of the show, Antoine Johnson. So, all right, let's get back to it. Let's go. What's up?
You are a riot.
I'm just saying. Like,
you see what I'm dealing with?
I mean, I think you give all black people a pass no matter what.
No, it's not. But again, it's not necessarily that. But I'm just like, in this particular issue or instance, you know, I don't see why we are taking such hostile opposition to the decisions that they make with their lives, right? Based off of things that we really don't know for sure in terms of like, yo, they fronting on the gram, but are they paying their child support? We don't know. We ourselves have internalized the views of that white people have of black people and are applying that to black people by seeing somebody who got some J's on being like, oh, look, they can't afford that. Why don't we believe they could?
Why do you keep putting it in the context of white people? Like, likes are not.
I'll tell you why.
It's not specific to white people.
No,
and I'll give you a perfect example.
All right, please.
I was in Japan recently, right?
Konnichiwa.
So I'm in Japan, and the rule of thumb there is that when you're on trains, you don't talk loudly and you don't talk on your phone. It's something that is just generally known culturally. As I'm on the train with my cousin, my brother, and one of my other cousins, a young lady who's from the States comes on the train. She's a black young lady, and she's talking on her phone very loudly on the speakerphone. She's using profanity. She's having a very nasty conversation, one that I personally did not want to be privy to. I felt a sense of embarrassment, but it wasn't because other people were there and there were no white people on the train. I felt a sense of embarrassment because it was like, sis, why are you conducting yourself like that in public? It had nothing to do with proximity to whiteness.
But you're talking about an entirely different cultural context, one which was foreign to her, which she may not have understood the cultural nuance.
But they do that on SEPTA, and the sign says do not do that.
And it
but
said,
again,
it
come on
said
now.
it in English.
So we're supposed to do everything that they tell us that we're supposed to do?
Okay, so
the rules say we can't do this.
you give passes to all black
How
people.
do you not know that it's not? It's that it's
to whom?
To
everyone
me.
that's around.
And when
would
I say please,
would you drop F-bombs in front of somebody's grandmother?
Not me, but that's not. But what I'm
But if
saying.
someone
why?
does that,
But
would
yo,
you check
I'm
them?
just saying, why y'all don't get mad at this to the people who are really oppressing us?
we
That's
do.
what I want to know.
Well,
what do you
why
mean?
would you? Because we over here
What are you
talking about
talking
somebody
about?
who's fronting for the gram, or somebody who's talking about, oh my God, she talking so loud. I'm like, yo, y'all really passionate about something, and I'm like, that's not even central to our
But
issue.
that's not your
yo.
business. This is not trivial to me. When I see people that look like me fronting for the gram, I take real issue with that because I work hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I work hard to make sure that people know that people like me can be successful.
Word.
We have an entire culture, a history that has been stripped of us in Black Wall Street. It is possible for us to be successful. And when
Without a doubt.
when people are fronting on the gram, that does something to my soul.
Yo, so
I can't love this more than you love
And
this for you.
I
So
feel
let me
like
tell you.
it's diminishing the importance of a variety of issues to say, oh well, those things aren't important. Let's focus on the people that are oppressing us. Like
No.
there's nuance to what I feel like are issues that we can work towards being better at, and
So-
it's a variety of issues.
So here goes a nuance then. A nuance is to say that America, your country, was founded on
Were
rape
you not born here?
against my will. I was like, Mama, don't do it. Mama, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yo, was founded on rape, torture,
Yes.
genocide,
Yep.
and enslavement.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
All of which are lies that are founded on a document that was written, right, to front for the world. In other words, black people fronting for the gram are doing nothing more but reflecting the dominant culture in which they were raised.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
But what but what
Fair
I'm
enough.
saying is
If
that
we're
but-
striving for excellence, shouldn't we
but
do
who
the
said
opposite?
we're striving for excellence?
Shouldn't
though?
we
Here's the thing, if
be?
you're
That's
not-
a different conversation.
No,
Yes,
it's the
we
same
should.
conversation
No,
because if
but
you're
not
not
everybody,
you ready for this? If you're not striving for excellence,
Yeah.
then don't put anything on the gram.
Wha-
Don't
no, no, no.
pretend that your life is excellent and everything is going well when you can't afford to do the things
I
that
think
you're
the
doing.
human
Hey, have you heard
condition-
what do the kids talk about now? Manifesting, bro. I'm manifesting, aligning my chakras, bro. They just trying to project the life that they want for themselves. I don't know why y'all so mad about this. honestly.
It baffles me that you have to pretend to be something that you're not so that people will like you.
Yo, so let me tell you something. In America, black people have, no matter what they've tried to be, have not been liked. So they said, let me try to be something else. That makes perfect sense to me. It's a psychology
Hold
of
on.
oppression.
You have your views and you're a black man in America,
Yeah.
born here, under the doctrines, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, my
I
lord.
like you. I still like you as a person, even though our views are different.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to put on a front for me.
But I also have
I
no
like both of
aspirations.
you, but unfortunately we're out of time.
No,
I really like this
'cause this
conversation as well, but we are out of time, gentlemen.
He literally will give a black person a pass or anything. I'm sure he gives R. Kelly a pass.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I don't agree
For
with
the
that
record,
one.
I do not give R. Kelly a pass.
I don't
If
think
you jump
anybody
into
here
some really
does.
crazy
Well, I don't know.
conclusions.
But Antoine, thank you for coming on and giving your
Always a pleasure.
vibrant opinion as always.
love you guys.
Can't wait for you to come back again.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
We'll be back with more 28 Days and Beyond right after this. Welcome back to 28 Days and Beyond. That was a very interesting conversation.
Oh, it always is when Antoine
Always.
comes through.
I love
Yeah,
when he's here.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody made a lot of interesting points, but my whole thing is we can sit up here and act like social media is just, you know, a matter of people posting pictures and getting likes, but ultimately it's become this whole other entity where people are literally fired from things that they post on social media. I remember recently I was meeting with a radio station manager. One of the first things we started talking about after we talked about sales and all these other things was, oh, what's your social media? Like, that's how people are starting to verify. I don't even know what the word is, but people are using social media as a basis for who you are as a person. So with that kind of platform, I just think it's important to be authentic because there are a lot of people that are looking to that, and it can be used as a tool to inspire. And I think it's really difficult to inspire when that inspiration is seeped in lies. Thoughts?
I don't, where do you draw the line?
With?
You take a picture You put filters on it, right?
Okay.
Maybe,
maybe not.
You probably took a few pictures to make sure you are presenting yourself in the light that you would like to be seen in.
Okay.
Right? How do you draw the line between when that becomes a lie?
I mean, I think that's a fair point, but I do think there's a difference between someone changing the lighting on their picture and lying about their entire existence.
But again, my name on my name on Instagram is Black Panther 007.
No, it's not.
It's
I know
not.
your name.
It's
I
not,
follow
right?
you.
But if you say it's Black Panther, that entire existence is a creation. It's
I
not real
understand.
life. So when people be up there front, and it's like, yes, they are creating an avatar of themselves. An avatar is not the real thing. You see what I'm saying?
So do you think that there is any responsibility for what is being put on social media?
I mean, we are responsible for our actions, yes.
Okay.
But I think that what I see happening in this conversation is judging the actions of someone else based off of your value system, based off of your beliefs. And I'm like, I mean, I don't really, some people will say.
Listen, to each his own. I'm
Word.
not telling a person what they should post or what they shouldn't post. I just personally have an appreciation for people being authentic. I feel like if more people were authentic in their wins and losses, we would be able to connect better as a human race. Because we're all going through ups and downs, and it's not all highlights. That's all.
And social media is just the highlights.
For a lot of people, it is.
For a lot of people. Well,
For a
for
lot of
most people,
it
it's
is.
it's the highlights.
Yeah,
That's
it's the highlight
you can't
reel.
catch 24 hours of a day.
Absolutely.
This is one where we didn't come to a resolution,
No, we did not.
but that's part of the beauty of 28
Yes.
Days and Beyond. So this has been 28 Days and Beyond.
Where we talk about our history, our heritage, and our culture. We'll see you next time.
Peace.